Princess Anne's son, Peter Phillips, who notably walked between Prince William and Prince Harry at Prince Philip's funeral in Windsor in April 2021, was not needed as a buffer between the two princes at the Queen's procession. Peter appears to be giving Meghan Markle a harsh side-eye during Queen's procession. Peter knows that she is out of place. She stepped up to Harry and took his hand, of course. It was very, very gauche to do in a formal ceremony. According to body language expert Judi James, while the other royals sustained their air of silent formality, Harry and Meghan closed the gap between them. Their arm and hand gestures suggested they couldn't wait to be back in literal touch again, and rather than wait until their torsos were touching before they clasped hands, they stretched their arms out to return to their signature ritual of closeness and comfort. The formerly warring brothers walked shoulder to shoulder as they sombrely followed the coffin of their grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, between Buckingham Palace to Westminster. A royal source told The Telegraph earlier this week that Peter, who's been referred to as Her Majesty the Queen's favourite grandchild, might be told to keep Harry and William apart. Peter is used to acting as a bit of a buffer, the source said. He may play that role again in a bid to pull them along together, although they added, "We're certainly not in the same place as Philip's funeral when William and Harry didn't walk side by side." Directly behind the coffin, during its transportation to the Abbey, Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex, walked to the left with Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, to his right, Princess Anne to Andrew's right, and Prince Charles III, Britain's new king, flanking the Princess Royal. Prince Anne's husband, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, walked behind Peter, Harry, and the new Prince of Wales, William, along with Prince Richard, Duke of Gloucester, and David Armstrong-Jones, the second Earl of Snowdon. Also, Zara Tindall appeared deep in thought as she took in the ceremony, standing next to her husband Mike Tindall and her cousin Princess Eugene with her husband Jack Brooksbank. As for Harry, Judi James believes the Duke has been dealt a double blow as he grieves his grandmother as well as his former life. She said, "The grief and perhaps the pressure of the occasion seemed to overwhelm Harry here. He was not only mourning his beloved grandmother, but perhaps also experiencing the sense of family and history that he's left behind to create his own family and life in the US." The behaviour expert suggested he was trying in vain to mask his emotions by staring at his order of service during the short ceremony led by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Judi continued, "When that seems to not be enough, he places his entire hand over his eyes in a gesture that suggests he's desperate to mask and conceal his emotions. When his face is visible, he seems to be wincing in pain, which is an expression signalling deep levels of sadness that can often feel like physical pain." Harry issued a tear-jerking tribute to his beloved granny in the wake of Queen's death, saying she was already sorely missed. He took solace in the fact Her Majesty is now reunited with her late husband, Prince Philip, together in peace. Judi went on to compare the Duke's behaviour at the royal procession to that of Princess Beatrice's after the Duke of Edinburgh's death. She continued, "His gesture and what looks like his open display of grief is only similar to Beatrice's tears for Prince Philip. At his memorial, she had to pretend to search in her handbag before covering her face with her order of service to hide her sobs.